Welcome to Ayishiinoo Faamii. My name is Kate. I want to start, as we always do, in a good way and say that we are very thankful that the Esquimalt, Songhees, Beecher Bay, and Sooke Nations share their beautiful traditional lands with us here at Island Metis. Starting in a good way means that our hearts and our minds are open and we are ready to share our time together. Let's take 3 deep breaths to help our body and our mind feel calm. 1, 2, 3. We're going to start with our hello song. In Michif, the language of our Métis ancestors, we say Taché when we want to say hello. And when we want to say how are you, we say Taché Kia. And when we want to say how are you doing today, we say Taché Kia Anosh. And that's our hello song. Will you sing it with me? Great. Taché, taché kia, taché, taché kia, taché, taché kia, taché kia nosh. Let's sing a couple more songs this morning. Look, I found a picture of a violin, so we can imagine what it looks like. So you tuck your violin under your chin, and you hold your violin by the neck, and so your fingers can reach the strings up here, and then there's a bow, which is a piece of wood with some horsehair attached, and you put the bow across the strings to make music. Let's sing our little Métis song, shall we? I can't stand up, but if you can, stand up. Ready? I'm a little Métis from head to toe. Here is my fiddle, here is my bow. When I play for people, I always shout, hooray for the Métis, strong, whoop, strong and proud. Let's sing it again. I'm a little Métis from head to toe. Here is my fiddle, here is my bow. When I play for people, I always shout, hooray for the Métis, strong and proud. Great singing, everybody. Ooh, I like this one. 1, 2, caribou. 3, 4, fishing by the shore. 5, 6, a fire with sticks. 7, 8, bannock we make. Let's knead the dough. Bannock we make. 9, 10, camping again. Oh, I just remembered a good one. It's really good if you're still standing up. And we can do a little dance. I'll try and do a little dance right where I am. All right. Have you ever gone fishing on a bright and sunny day and see the little fishies swimming up and down the bay with their hands in their pockets and their pockets in their pants? All the little fishies do the hoochie coochie dance, hoochie coochie dance, hoochie coochie dance. All the little fishies do the hoochie coochie dance. Isn't that fun? Today is the day we do a science experiment to better understand how bison are ecological engineers and a keystone species in North America. You know how a train engineer drives the train? Well, a bison engineer drives the environment around them. By drive, I mean that they make changes and affect the life all around them. And when we look at how much of the land they covered, we can see that they changed a lot of the land in North America. Their grazing patterns created awesome places for other animals like elk to graze. They provided food for other animals like bears and wolves, very high in iron and other nutrients. And today we're going to find out about Bison Wallows. Check it out with me. I want to share a map with you. So this map will show you all the parts of North America where the bison used to roam. Millions of bison used to roam in this big red area in North America. And then by the end of the 19th century, so around 1895, and think about it, this year is it's 2021. So in 1895, there were only small groups of bison on the prairies. And that's where you see the yellow parts is where the bisons lived. Just the small groups, not millions and millions of animals anymore. Now I will show you a picture of Bison Wallows. Look, see how big they are? That's a man at the back there sitting beside a bison wallow. So in dry weather, the bison would roll around in the dust and it would feel really good to scratch their bug bites. And in wet weather, they would roll around in the mud and the mud would cover their skin to protect them from bug bites. Sometimes they rolled on the ground, which is called wallowing, just for fun or to show off for the other bison. All this rolling around by millions of bison over many years, coming back to the same spots, made deep, hollow spots on the ground. Let's make our own Bison Wallows, and we can show you how the science works. Okay, I've got everything we need right here. We have our bison, very important, and this is going to be our area for our experiment. This is flour. This is salt. This is oil. And I have my big water bottle. Still has ice in it for cold water. First, we will scoop half a cup. Another half a cup makes 1 cup of flour. See that? If I shake it, it kind of gets flat, like the prairies. Now, half a cup of salt. That sounds like a lot. But if that's what the recipe says, let's go for it. Oops. All right, half a cup of salt. Let's move that out of the way. So you can see, I'm going to mix up the flour and the salt. So now we have salt and flour mixed up, and that's going to represent the dirt on the prairie. Okay, so this is dry, and sometimes on the prairie, it doesn't rain for days or sometimes even weeks. So when the bison get itchy, or to show off to their friends, they roll around in this dirt. It's hard to roll him around because he's so big. And so can you see there's a big hole? Look how deep my finger goes in our prairie. And let's add half a cup of cold water. That should be enough. Pour that all in there. Let's see if we can see on the side. You can see how the water is sort of sitting on top there. Oh, maybe you can see a little bit right here. It's easier to see where the water is. It comes up. And on the side down here, you can see that the water is not going down into our dirt. Now, to make our soil, to show you how our bison make wallows in the dirt, we're going to add half a tablespoon of oil. I'm just going to add some green because that way it looks like the grass on the prairies. We're almost there with the flour and the salt and the oil and the food coloring. It's almost all mixed together. I can almost take it all out. There we go. Just a little bit more flour here. Just knead it together. Here we go. Friends at home kneading their Play-Doh? Or are you all done kneading your Play-Doh together? And now we have our Play-Doh. And we'll put it in our prairie experiment container. We'll flatten it out. See our nice grassy prairie? So here is our bison. And our bison is going to come and roll around, roll his body around in the dirt. He would be making a circle that the higher parts of the ground are at the same level, but this makes a big dent in the prairie. Now I'm going to show you what a real bison wallow looks like, full of water. It's a big enough puddle you could call it a pond, and under that is a mud puddle, and I think you can see the bison footprints in it. And then that big green picture with the white dots, all of those white dots are bison wallows that you can actually see from outer space. Even though it might have rained days ago on the prairie, that bison wallow was still full of water. What do you think's going to happen if we put rain on our prairie? It's going to rain, it's going to rain. Oh, it's raining. It's a big, good prairie rainstorm. Maybe even with lightning and thunder. All right, if you can see that, the water isn't up here on the where the rest of the prairie is. The water all collects down in this bison wallow that we have made. And guess what? In a week or two, there's still going to be water in that bison wallow. Even if it's a hot, sunny summer, there will still be a place for other plants and animals to find water. Anyway, look what we did. We made a bison wallow, and now he can wallow and have a nice mud bath. How's that feel, Mr. Bison? I bet that feels good, especially if it was a hot day. You cool off in the nice wet mud, and then you feel the breeze blow through your wet fur. Oh, that would feel really nice. Okay, well, we'll definitely clean up our own mess later. I hope you had fun doing that science experiment with me. Oh, it was pretty neat. Guess what? Next Tuesday, we're going to go on a bison hunt. Or, as our Métis ancestors like to call it, a buffalo hunt. And on Thursday next week, we'll make some cute bison handprints on a painting. Should we sing our friend Bison's song? Let's do that. Would you like to sing your song, Mr. Bison? Mm-hmm. I'm a little bison, wild and free. Roaming the prairies is where you'll find me. Whenever I feel itchy, I have found it feels really good to roll on the ground. That's great. There's more. Oh, right. I'm a little bison, wild and free. I teach respect to little Métis. I'm kind to you, and you are kind to me. We care for the land, for others, and for me. We sure do. What a nice song. Thanks for sharing it with us. In February, guess what we're going to do? We're going to learn from the eagle. And the eagle teaches us, do you remember? Love. And since we'll be celebrating Valentine's Day and Family Day, we're going to find out more about our own families. We're going to be working on a special project. So if you live in or around Victoria, BC, you can sign up to receive materials for our special project and more in our Métis interactive kits by sending an email to us at kate@métis.ca. And these kits include a gift card. How fun is that? Will you join me to sing our goodbye song today? I sure had lots of fun making that bison wallow. I hope you did too. The more we get together, oh, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. So the more we get together, the happier we'll be. With Bison and Eagle and all my friends out there, oh, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.